Okay, welcome everyone to the latest edition of Between Two Erics. Oops, I mean owners, Between Two Owners. This is where we take topics in regards to personal finances and we give people answers to their questions that they have. I am Eric Miller. I am the puff daddy of personal finances for practice owners. And I know a lot of you guys, are used to seeing Eric Gersh. This is not Eric Gersh. I'm going to one-up you today. This is my partner in crime, Diane Hart, CEO of Econologics Financial Advisors. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you a fist pump right here.
Nice.
There we go. Did you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, Diane Hart, also known as the Queen Bee.
Dang!
Oh, yeah.
Queen Bee!
Why not?
She busted it out. So, okay, look, it's Halloween, or it's going to be Halloween.
Scary.
And right now it's like, this is where all the scary movies are on TV, and of course I love watching scary movies. But we wanted to give you a topic today about what not to be afraid of as an owner, and I'm talking to you as owners today, not as practitioners, not as executives, we're talking to you as an owner today, of things that you shouldn't be scared of as an owner. So look, we're in the same boat as you, we have a practice. We're owners, we also act as executives, and there are things that terrify us sometimes. But we also want to make sure that you guys don't have, that you don't get scared. So in light of being Halloween, let's take some topics that we don't think you should be afraid of. First one is, of course, the one that we're most, our favorite is finances.
Finances.
Okay, it's finances.
Yes.
Now look, I know finances is an area that people are absolutely terrified about.
Yes.
So they don't like to confront the area. They're like, I'm just going to pawn it off to somebody else. Now, I'm pretty blessed because she is the queen bee of finances. Okay, she knows how to control money extremely well. Now, we talk about it pretty regularly.
Yes.
If not, every day we talk about money. We know exactly what our big break number is for our business. We talk about that every single week. We know where we stand as far as our cash. We know where we stand as far as, really the finances of the business. We know those pretty well.
Important.
So I wanted to get your take on some of the successful actions that you've been able to do so you can impart words of wisdom on our people out there so they're not afraid of their finances.
Nice.
So what are some things that you do that make it so this area is really, really under control? When I say control, meaning we have plenty of reserves, meaning that, we have a high demand of income, meaning that, we don't have any debt, those kinds of things.
Okay, got it. So I think the first thing is that I'm willing to inspect the area, meaning that I'm always willing to inspect the finances and not take anybody's word for it. Because I think that it can be you can be willing to have somebody just tell you. Until you really look for yourself at the finances, you don't really know. And I think that's really key because the numbers are not going to lie. They're going to say what they say.
Nope.
And then I think another big thing, and I see this happen a lot, the bad side of it, and that is keeping the books up to date. Knowing,
Sorry, we had one person that hadn't had their books up to date in like a year, and I'm just like, seriously?
For me, you can't. You really need to keep those books up to date at all times. I'm working on October right now because I want to make sure that, I know what's going on because I can also see, changes.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is with a QuickBooks program or what have you, you can always run reports and you can look at reports and you can compare. I can compare September of this year to September of last year. Well, what was I doing then?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really great tools that you can use, but it really does depend on you keeping those books up to date. Yeah.
Keep them up to date. And then also, you talk a lot about access because we'll see a lot of people that will just give up control of their books to other people. And then look, I know that, you should, if you don't have a bookkeeper, you need to have a bookkeeper.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they preferably should be someone that's outside of the business, if at all possible.
Yes, really.
But talk
smart.
about I know this drives her crazy. When we ask people for they're crazy. So seriously, blah. So when we ask someone to produce a profit and loss statement or a balance sheet and they say, well, I'll have to call someone to get access to that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. See, you can see it right now.
Oh.
You see the plume of fire above her head right now.
It's so true. Because, look, if you have to go ask somebody for the financials for your business, and if you wake up Saturday morning at 3 a.m. and you want to look at your financials, you should be able to do that. So if you have to go ask somebody for them and they're like, yeah, we'll get to that in a few weeks, I mean, how are you going to know what's going on with your business? You have no idea. So when we hear that, I just go, oh my gosh, you really, even if you have somebody else keeping your books, which is totally fine,
Mm-hmm.
most of these programs are online now. So there's no excuse for not being able to access your data. And you really want that. I have done that. I have gotten up, I've woken up in the middle of the night and gone, whoa, wait a minute. And I will go look. It doesn't happen very often, but it has happened.
I told you she was freaky when it comes to
I know.
finances. Okay.
Freaky.
And the last thing is talking with your accountant.
Yes.
Right? And I think this is, again, we'll ask a question. How often do you talk with your accountant? And, people will say, oh, maybe once a quarter, maybe once a year. How often do we talk with our accountant?
At least monthly. Sometimes
Monthly.
when I have things going on, it's more.
Yeah.
Depends on what's going on with the business, but really it's at least monthly. That's how you do tax planning. It's not just, you don't want your accountant just for doing your tax returns on time every year.
Mm-hmm.
But you do want, you want it for more than that. You really want that accountant.
And that was a shot at you people that late file and think that you're getting a benefit for it? Okay,
Nope.
You're not.
You're not.
All right.
So that's where the tax planning comes in. So you really want to be in communication with your accountant often because you want to be planning, as the year progresses. So really important.
That is very important.
Yes.
Okay, another thing a lot of people are afraid of are making decisions in the business, and I totally get this because
Yeah.
we have to make decisions every single day, and one thing I know is that I look back on some of the decisions that we've made, and I know that some of them have been right, some of them have not.
Yeah.
And but I think the one thing that we've done is that we base our decision-making process on what's good, not just obviously for us, but for the employees, for our clients,
Yes.
for the community, for our future, for everyone else.
Yep.
And I think that we do, and if we keep that as a criteria of how we make our decisions.
Yeah.
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 And that gives me peace knowing that, look, I know that, we may do this, and it doesn't work out, right? But at least I know that I followed our criteria for making decisions.
Well, I think it's the willingness to, take your time with something, especially if it's like, let's say that you're thinking about working with, a particular vendor or what have you. It's being willing to take the time to read the agreements, have the conversations, not, feeling like you have to jump into it, even if it sounds so good, like I'm gonna make so much money by doing this.
Yeah.
Whatever that carrot is, it's still being willing to take a minute and just think it through, see how it fits into your overall plan for your business, and have your conversations so that you're making the best decision you can.
I'm telling you, this is because there'll be times where I'm just like, no, let's do this right now, let's sign it. And then she'll be like, well, we got to look at the contract. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. We have to do that, don't we? Right? But it makes sense because we find, sometimes there's things that are just like, if you don't inspect, if you don't look, that could bite you in the butt.
Yes.
2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5 years later. So definitely, I think when it comes to making decisions, you just got to trust your judgment. Whatever that inner, whatever people call that it's like, okay, I think I'm making the right decision, and just make sure you have the criteria for making good decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last thing I think people get scared about is like at the end of the day is being a business owner worth it? My answer is it depends.
Yeah.
And I guess it really depends on if you're building your business so that it serves, again, your household, and that it allows you to create free time for yourself, but also that it benefits, like I just said before, it benefits other people as well, right?
Yeah.
Then I definitely think it's worth it. But if you're just building a business just kind of for your own self-aggrandizing, or just because you want to make a boatload of money and then just skip out,
Good luck.
Yeah, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's gonna work.
Good luck with
Right.
that.
Yeah, good luck with that. But I think it's worth it. I mean, there are times, and I think as you grow and you let things go, right? And as a business owner, and that's really important. I think, and we've realized that, right? It's like we can't do everything. I mean, we probably could, but then we're not going to have any hair left. At least I won't have any hair left.
I'll have a lot of hair
She'll
color.
have hair left. She'll have a lot of hair left. But I think as things evolve, we look at it and say, okay, what is it that we can get someone else to actually do? And that frees up a lot more time, and it's amazing how much more creation you can do now when you have that much more time. You're not doing some of this minutia stuff that you shouldn't be doing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe you should tell people about that.
Yeah, I wear a lot of hats in this company, and, well, you're not the only one that said that to me. Diane, you need an assistant, and, you need this kind of help and that kind of help, and nobody's wrong on that. For the first time, I actually have an assistant who's training with me right now. I know, it's kind of scary, but the good thing is that, look, we're all smart people, and to take on, having your own business, you do have the guts, you do have the ability to do that, but it does take tenacity. You do have to be willing to stay in the game and also think about the greatest good. And you also have to realize that, it's okay if your household is surviving well in the process. Like you don't have to be a slave to your business. That's not how to roll. You really can have a good future. It just takes some tools and some learning and some diligence. So, we all have it in us. Otherwise, we wouldn't have started this in the first place. So.
Yes, and if you're not in the condition that you want to be in right now, then you likely need a kick in the butt from somebody that can push you towards making sure that the business does serve the needs of the household.
Yeah.
Which is what we do, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really, really key. I mean, you're not a servant to the business.
No, that's not the right way to roll. I think it's too stressful, really.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
That was good. I think that's it. That was good. So, guys, it's Halloween. Enjoy yourself. Don't be scared of anything. If you need help, definitely reach out to us. And, it would do us a solid, too, if you share this and hit subscribe, and so that we can get over, 5,000 people, 10,000 people, 100,000 people at some point in time.
Yeah.
Why not? I like that.
I like that idea.
All right, we're going to do one more fist pump.
Oh.
Nice job, owner.
Nice job, owner. Adios.
See you guys.